Hello student. Now we will discuss about the problem parabola. Problem number 2, parabola. So in this problem we have to draw normal and a tangent at a point 70 mm from the directrix. So to draw the parabola we have to draw a directrix line. We have to give the text as d complement. We have to select any point here, and after that we have to give the focus distance. The focus 50 mm away from the directrix. So here I will mark the point as a A, and from here to here I will draw a horizontal line, and I will give the name to this as a F. So here the line which is from A to F is equal to 50 mm. So the distance from the directrix to the focus is equal to 50 mm. Now we know that the eccentricity E for parabola is equal to 1. Means the eccentricity is defined as the ratio of distance of the point from its focus to the distance of the point from its directrix. So this is the formula for eccentricity. Now to get the point V, we have to divide the focus length into two equal halves. That is, we know that VA is equal to VF. That is nothing but VA by VF is equal to 1. So exactly at the half, what we will do, we will mark it as a V. So V, that is equal to 25 mm from the directrix, and at the same time 25 mm from the focus. Now we know that VF is equal to VE. Now we have to draw another vertex E, that is equal to VF. Now VF is equal to VE. This is our point E. Now VF by VE is equal to 1. Now after that, draw an inclined line starting from the point A, passing from the point E to some extent, from A to the E, and we are drawing some extension line. Now from B, I will draw parallel line like VE to some extent. Means I will draw this line, I will extend it up to 7 centimeters from V. I will mark, or I will draw perpendicular lines from V to some extent into 7 equal halves. Suppose from V to 1 I am taking 1 centimeter. I will draw perpendicular line from 1 to 1 complement. Again from 1 to here, suppose this is 2. I will draw another line 2 up to here. This is 2 complement. Focus will be exactly at the center, and this is my 3. So here this is the focus. Now again here 4, 5, 6, 7. Now after drawing perpendicular lines to the base line or the principal line AB, we have to measure the distance with the help of the compass, or else we have to measure the radius with the help of the compass from B to E, and by taking the center, by changing the center from B to F, we have to cut the arc here, we will get the point first V here. Now after that, we have to measure the distance or the radius from 1 to 1 complement. We have to change the center from 1 to focus. Again we have to cut the arc by maintaining the same radius, that is 1 to 1 complement. We have to cut the arc from the focus by maintaining the same. So this is our point P1. We have to cut the arc above the principal line and at the same time below the principal line. This is my P1. Now to get the second point, we have to measure the distance or the radius from 2 to 2 complement. Whatever the radius in the compass I am getting, now I have to change the center from 2 to focus without disturbing the dimensions in the compass. I have to cut the arc on this second vertical or perpendicular line from focus. Now after that, again I have to measure the radius from 3 to 3 complement. I have to shift the center from 3 to focus by maintaining the same radius, and I have to cut the arc by maintaining the same radius from the focus to this 3. This is my point P2 and this is my point P3. Now from 4 to 4 complement, I have to measure the dimension or the radius with the help of the compass, and I have to change the center from 4 to focus by maintaining the same radius 4 to 4 complement. I have to cut the arc on 4 complement vertical line from above as well as below. The same thing I have to repeat here from 5 to 5 complement. I have to measure, I have to change the center, and I have to cut the arc by maintaining the same radius, that is from 5 to 5 complement, and I have to cut the arc above and below. Here I have to give the text like P4, P5. Next P6. To get the point P6, I have to measure the dimension from 6 to 6 complement. From the focus, I have to change the center by maintaining that same dimension. I have to change the center from 6 to focus, and I have to cut the arc on 6. So here I will get P6, here also I will get P6. Now after that, the final point, we have to get P7 point. For that, again we have to measure the dimension from 7 to 7 complement. With the help of the compass, we will measure the same radius, that is from 7 to 7 complement. We will shift the center from 7 to 7 focus. 7 to focus. Now by maintaining the same radius from the focus, we will cut the arc here and we will get the point P7 above and P7 below. After getting the arcs, we have to draw the parabola or the curve by using a free hand. Means simply we have to select the point from V. In a single stroke, we have to draw the line by passing from all the points. So like this, we will get a required parabola. Hence, we got a parabola here. After getting the parabola, we have to draw a tangent and a normal to the curve at a point 70 mm from the directrix. Now, on this base or the principal axis, from here to here we have to measure the 70 mm, up to focus 50, in between 3 to 4 60, and 4 to 5 70. Now, with the help of this scale, we have to draw an inclined line, perpendicular line. We have to draw the perpendicular line from the 70 mm from the direction, and we have to mark the point here. And this point is the point where we have to draw the normal and the tangent, and we will give the name to this point as a M. As you know that we have to draw an angle by making a 90 degree. So angle MFT should be equal to 90 degree again. So the process of drawing a normal and tangent, either it may be a ellipse, parabola or a hyperbola, is same. The concept of drawing the tangent and a normal in all the three problems is same. Simply we have to draw angle 90 degree from the axis. So what I have to do? I have to draw inclined line from, I have to join M to F. So this is my F. Now from F I have to draw 90 degree. With the help of the compass, I can mark or measure the angle. I can mark on the directrix 90 degree, and here I can give the text as T, and the angle is 90 degree. Now simply from this point P, I will join the M and straight line I will draw here. Here I will get a tangent. So this is my point where I am getting a tangent T, T, T. So to draw the normal, exactly a perpendicular line required here. To draw that perpendicular line, we have to draw a parallel line parallel to the base, parallel line. Here we will take this, suppose M, N. So here already we have a tangent. We will measure the angle here to that tangent. Approximately will come in between 26 to 36 degree. So plus 90 degree. So whatever this angle is there, we have to get a perpendicular line. Means we have to measure this T complement M N angle. Means we have to know the angle M. So the angle M lie between 26 to 36 degree. If you draw that, exactly we can say that. With the help of the exact dimension and instrument, if you draw that, you will come to know the angle M is equal to either 26 or 36. So that angle we have to add in this, whatever the angle is there, plus 90 degree if you get, you will get a perfect normal line. You will get a perfect normal line here. So this degree plus 90 degree, exactly we will get a perfect line. So here to this one we have to draw another 90 degree. See here, to this tangent, exactly 90 degree I am drawing here to get the normal. So this is how to draw a normal and a tangent, N and dash. So by this we can complete this problem also. So here we have completed how to draw a parabola based on the eccentricity method. Okay.